a case that we were able to sort of solve everybody's problem, and we didn't have to end up with babies, which if we can avoid it, we will. The mammals are, well, all the animals are very intense process when they're young. The squirrels and the raccoons, for example, if their eyes are still closed, which is the first 2 to 3 weeks of life, we have to feed them every 3.5 to 4 hours, including overnight. And when you multiply that by 50, 60, 70 raccoons, 20 squirrels, a couple of snowshoe hares, plus all the birds in the bird nursery that have to be fed every 25 minutes. You have a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, some of us do. there is a coupon. Fortunately, in the summer, we have been lucky the last couple of years to apply for student funding so that we can hire students in the summer. Of course, like everything, however, it is a really great experience. We have staff that come back year after year as they go through school. They'll get on in their first year of university, and by their 4th year, their school comes back. And we actually just had 2 of our staff, both been here. One of them here for 2 years, the other one had been here for 3 years. They just got accepted to UCEI, so they're all doing that. So hopefully when they're done, they'll come back and help us out. So much energy those squirrels. Oh, for sure. That we named them nuts because not only are they nutty, when you go in there to clean them, they drive you nutty.
Up there.
Yes. Now, these guys are probably old enough to be released, but because it's so late in the season, there just wouldn't be enough time for them to store up their food and get ready for the winter. So they certainly do get a little crazier as they get older.
Huh?
There's only 2 in this unit, and there's 2 in the one behind it and 3 in the back one. We would have up to 6 young ones in one unit, but as they get older, of course, they get more aggressive, and we have to separate them out, split them up. That's more so a problem this time of year, of course, because we're overwintering them. But in the summertime, we might have 5, and once they're old enough, we'll just release them.
Yeah.
Could you still get them, so would they still kind of tend to hoard stuff even though they're...
They do, and that's one of the things we look for.
Make sure so
what we do with their food is hide it throughout the cage and in the branches. And then we check their nest boxes every day, and when we start seeing that they're stashing it, that's one of those things that we say, okay, that's
good sign.
Put that on a checkbox for release criteria.
Treat little thing.
No, we didn't. I tore you away from one, didn't I? So I'd like you to come on down to read.
Hi. No, it's not all fine, don't worry. Welcome to the nut house.
They say they had a gray one in there?
I mentioned something about a gray one.
I see them around here very often. Yeah, nut house. Alright, there we go, follow them.
See the bunny. That's a big bunny. Oh, thank you. Dragging them behind, sorry.
No worries. The fern's just around the corner there with some folks, so I'm going to leave you guys in here. And please enjoy the rest of your tour. Thank you very much. What do you think, Addie? This guy's snoozing.
Look at some birds.
In the back area, there's an aviary. We keep most of the birds.
He's doing that. What do you think, Addie?
When they get feathers, they can fly.
We're doing this, Addie.
What is it like first thing they're flying?
Yeah, it's a couple.
Oh, in here.
Yeah.
Little birds.
What do you think, kiddo? They're so soft.
In here, I'm going to tell you a story about that.
Yeah, who's in there?
Birdies. Oh, an owl.
Right over your butt. We were sitting. You asked Tracy? She was there. Just like that blackbird.
Anybody in here? Oh, some mice. Dead mice on a stoop. Must be an owl or some predatory bird in here.
Owl's giving me the look.
Yeah, they do. Nobody's moving then. Storage room.
Taking them to their school.
Oh, there's the big gray squirrel there, guys.
What?
That's the big squirrel here.
Oh, yeah.
Leftover,
Hmm.
Robin and Grackle from the spring. We'll be able to measure.
Anybody in here?
Robin was milk down there.
Pretty tired.
Bit of a late call, so it'll be, here wasn't.
Oh, porcupine.
Hopefully.
So if we came across a bird or something we could bring in here.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a fleet in the backyard, but by the time I got
Hmm.
found something.